vehicles.
Sige, himayin natin, no? Of the 10, yung apat dun, no? Yung second or third time na na-auction. So, I guess we'll strongly consider yung other remedies, no? Baka we can consider direct sale, yung direct offers. Kung magpapatuloy kasi ito, ang naging purpose lang naman natin dito is to control the pricing, no? Because kapag auction, we are mandated to regulate yung amount of depreciation that we can have to determine the floor price. Now, if it is a direct offer, obviously we cannot control the price anymore, and we do not want naman to accept offers that are disadvantageous. So it's a balance between high revenue versus the ability to sell it. Kasi kung hindi naman din siya mabebenta because of a high price, wala rin siyang, hindi rin na-realize yung value ng sasakyan, no? For the 6 naman, na hindi rin nabenta, this is the first time that they have been subjected to auction. So we will study if they will be part of the next auction para we can comply with the 2 failed bidding requirement to entertain direct offers.
Sir, tama ba yung isang bidder, ay yung dalawang pang bidders kayo, they registered to be part, pero wala silang binid na any of the cars?
Correct. We had 3 qualified bidders, no? So they were able to submit documentary requirements. They also paid the registration fee, but they chose not to participate, no? In fact, we also had, that's why we came out with an announcement. There were 5 registered bidders but did not pay naman the registration fee. So hindi sila qualified bidders. So to be technical about it, we had 3 qualified bidders but only 1 active participant. But we had a total of 8 registered bidders.
Walang representative, sir, yung dalawa kanina?
Yeah, wala.
Walang...
They did not send their representatives. Nagpadala sila ng feelers, no, that they wanted to catch up but we could not delay the proceedings kasi gusto nga natin very transparent tayo. We do not want people thinking that we are giving special attention or parang extra attention to other people. So we had to stick with the timelines.
Sir, the prices go down for the next day.
Sorry.
Yung mga natira po, will the prices will it go down for the next day?
Yes, definitely. After a failed bidding, no, the auction committee will reconvene. They will determine the new floor price for the next bidding. Doon na tayo nag-aano yung amount of depreciation that can be factored in to lower the price. Yun kasi yung safeguard naman ng BOC that we cannot just simply lower it ng randomly or whimsically, no? So we are bound by those depreciation factors with a maximum of 20%, no, for every failed bidding that we conduct.
Sir, yes, sir, that's 20% for every failed bidding.
Sorry?
So the floor price next bidding will be lower by 20%.
No, what I'm saying is that for purposes of depreciation, a maximum of 20% per year, no? For this auction, I'm not sure of the depreciation factor used, but yun ang pwede nating explore to lower further the price.
Sir, how many times po will these cars be re-auctioned?
The instruction of the commissioner is to keep on auctioning them, no? Again, ang purpose dito kasi is we are able to maximize the value. Kasi kapag auction, determined ng BOC ang floor price. Again, using yung depreciation factors, no? Unlike kapag direct offer, the offer comes from the private sector, we have no control as to what the floor price will be. So, that's the intention there. But, gaya nung Bugatti, no, that has been subjected to 3 prior auctions, kung ganitong failed siya ng failed, and alam nyo naman, kapag tumatagal yung sasakyan sa exposed under the elements, nagdi-depreciate lang siya, we have to, yun yung balance na kailangan namin i-determine, no? Do we try to get the much revenue, the higher revenue versus yung inability naman to sell? We don't want naman to, give a floor price that's really, really low to the disadvantage naman of the government. So the committee will have to decide on that.
Sir,
Ano yung mga vehicle na ino-consider nyo for direct offer?
Only the Bugattis and the Bentley Bentayga. Yung natitirang 6, this is the first time that they were subjected to auction. So, hindi pa siya magka-qualify for direct offer kasi ang minimum requirement doon is 2 failed biddings.
Pero yung automatic ba, mauwi na niya?
Sorry?
Yung ano po, Rolls
Okay.
Royce.
I think it will still have to undergo clearance, no? Mag-issue pa ng gate pass. We'll have to, of course, yung sinubmit nilang mode of payment, we'll have to verify that as well. We'll have to deposit that as well. And then, we'll also coordinate with LTO, yung kanilang commitment sa atin na for the vehicles linked sa flood control, they will be allowing a change of plate, no? So we'll also coordinate with LTO for that.
Yung walo, hindi yung galing sa Palaskayan naman. Yung dalawa, ano yung galing?
For the records.
Yung the Bugattis were subjected to an inquiry before, no? Naimbestigahan na to sa Senado. If I'm not mistaken, ito yung parang related data sa Pogo. Yun yata yung lumabas doon sa investigation, no? So ito ay dumaan na rin sa ilang bidding, ilang auction, pero yun nga, no, failed. And I think this is the third or fourth time already. So with that, and considering the lapse of time na exposed siya sa elements, no? Although we of course we tried our best to maintain siya ng maayos, we are now, well, I don't want to preempt the decision of the committee, but we have to strongly consider a direct offer na. Kasi baka mag-depreciate na siya so much na hindi rin naman natin mabebenta eventually, no? But we don't want naman din na ibigay na lang siya or sa mababang presyo na hindi naman mapapakinabangan ng government yung value. So we will wait for the decision of the committee as to what will be the mode of disposal of the Bugattis.
Sir, may auction, sir, ang sisiraan. Wala.
Thank you for that question, ha. Hindi talaga magsisira ng sasakyan si Commissioner Ariel Nepomuceno kahit na ito ay available remedy sa ating CAO 3-2020. Again, the purpose here is to convert all forfeited items to revenue, to realize them, as compared to sirain na lang, no? Considering na kailangan ng ating bansa ng pondo, mas pinipili, mas inclined si Commissioner Ariel Nepomuceno to conduct auction para maging revenue ang mga forfeited items na ito.
Next schedule, sir,
When, sir, ang mga Zaldi?
There's a scheduled Feb 25. We'll come out with more announcements for that.
Sir,
Ayun,
yung-
bond lang yung binigay. When is the full payment? Or did they give full payment?
They gave the full payment. The first portion of the auction, if you want to join the bidding, you post your bond. Okay? After ng bond, you submit your sealed bid, and then the highest bidder, after being declared as the highest bidder, will have to make the full payment for his bid. Yung mga bond ng natalong bidders, ibabalik sa mga natalong bidders. Of course, yung bond naman ng nanalong bidder will form part of his whole bid.
For yung isa sa mga bidders, dito, Fredo Revillame, is that really Revillame, the host?
Yes, we can confirm that.
Attorney, kung hindi po sisirain yung mga sasakyan at kung hindi po siya mabenta, at gagawin natin yung mga sasakyan.
Doon papasok yung ano, no? Yung ability of the Bureau of Customs to accept direct offers. But the difference, the biggest difference there is that the BOC will not control the floor price.
Kung wala pong bibili.
Kung walang bibili, ayoko nang isagot yung condemnation kasi mababash na naman ako, but that's an available remedy, no? But hopefully hindi yun yung tumatak sa publiko. Ang intention talaga ni Commissioner Ariel is to convert it into revenue.
How donations, sir, sa government offices?
Yes, those are remedies available under 3-2020, but but if you think about the item, no, parang improper naman to donate it. In fact, the other remedy is for use of the BOC. Improper naman kasi nasa public service tayo tapos gagamit ka ng luxury vehicle. Remember, under our code of ethical standards, we're supposed to live modest lives, no? So hindi maganda for a public servant to be displaying this type of wealth.
Sir, may schedule na kaya for this Zaldico naman po na confiscate na to be off?
Okay, to be strict about it, these are the vehicles owned by the companies being linked and affiliated with Mr. Saldico. To my understanding, the LODIV will come out with a issuance of a warrant of seizure and detention. The period within which they were supposed to submit their initial documents, they did not submit any. That's why we will be constrained to issue a WSD. Now, this means that after the issuance of the WSD, they will be given another, if I'm not mistaken, 15 days to submit again, no, yung kanilang documentary requirements. And if not, we will now be issuing a forfeiture order. So that will be the sequence of events pertaining to these vehicles.
Sir, kailan nalabas yung WS? Lalabas pa lang.
Lalabas pa lang. If not this week, baka next week.
So sir, if for the future naman, so pwede rin silang ma-auction.
Yes. In that hypothetical scenario, no, na nandun na tayo sa forfeiture, the remedies available under CAO 3-2020 will be available to the Bureau of Customs. So that is to auction it, to donate it to other government agencies, to be used by the BOC, or for condemnation. So these are the remedies available to the BOC kapag umabot na tayo sa forfeiture.